we have some breaking news. It is happening right now that the U.S. military is making strikes in Venezuela, in Caracas, in the capital of Venezuela. And this, my friends, I'm sorry to say, is an international act of war. We have no understanding in the Congress, no acceptance of this action. It hasn't been, it has not been brought before the Congress. There's been no War Act powers granted, and it is a sad, sad day, not just for the people in America who are against this kind of authoritarian act by a president of the United States, but also for the people in Venezuela who are just really fighting to keep food on their tables and stuff like that. Um, I'm gonna put it like this: in America, sorry. Let me stop for a second. I'm Matt Fox. I'm in Germany. I'm in Rostock, Germany, and I am doing this because I have friends and family in America, and I wear the sunglasses because my eyes are fucked up. I have problems with my eyes. So if anybody's watching, please don't be offended by the sunglasses because that's just the situation that I have to deal with every day. So the Trump administration, Pete Hegseth, you know what I'm saying? He is ex Fox host and uh, wannabe warrior over the DOJ and Department of Defense. He would like it to be known as the Department of War, but nevertheless, that is what he is doing. He is putting our military into a serious situation now, and I don't see how they're going to be able to get back from it. Venezuela has a few, sorry, Venezuela has a few friends, and Russia is one of them. So I suppose that Vladimir Putin will be making a call to Trump and telling him to stop. And I imagine that Putin will remind Trump that he has pictures of him blowing Bubba and possibly some other stuff. And so we'll see how that works out. Because normally at every point when Putin tells Trump something or says something to Trump, he bends the knee at every point. But my real issue is for the men and women serving in our military that are participating in these strikes on Venezuela. Um, at what point is it going to happen where some of our service people, maybe your sons and daughters, maybe serving on some of those boats over there, say, hey, uh, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. So my question is, how many people have already said something? How many people are they holding in the brig already? How many have decided, I don't want to be a part of this? You see, that means that our own sons and daughters are being held in the brig until this action is all over and done with. And how many can they hold in the brig? I mean, what happens when the whole ship says, hey, you know what? I'm not doing this because it is illegal. This is not what America does with narcotics traffickers. You know what I'm saying? They are not terrorists, they are narcotics traffickers. They're people trying to make money, just like Donald Trump, trying to make money, right? Accepting $400 million jets from countries, accepting gold bars from companies, grifting off the crypto scams and everything. This is who we have in the office. And yeah, good luck with that, Valentina. Um, yeah, the thing is, we need to really get into some serious thoughts about this situation. The Venezuelan people, most of them are, they're dirt poor, you know what I'm saying? I have some friends, although I have some friends in Venezuela, do have some friends in Venezuela, and they say that they are doing okay. So, but then I have to ask myself, are my friends a part of the administration there? Because I mean, I just can't understand it. Um, Good people, they're good people, but still, they're in Venezuela and they are actually living a pretty good life. So let me see if I can get this here. Totally out of control news. Okay, there you go. Totally out of control news. So, like I said, I do have some friends in Venezuela and they're doing really good. I don't understand. It's an ex-roommate of mine, Luciana and Hector. Hector, big shout out to you guys over there in Venezuela. And hopefully this situation is going to get cleared up really fast because it can't go on for too long. I imagine Putin is already on the phone to Trump. So I'm in Germany. I don't have to worry about it. But my friends and family are in America, and everything that this administration does over there, from tearing down part of the White House without saying anything to anybody, that's totally illegal. From taking SNAP benefits away from uh, members that are people that are on welfare or something like that. I mean, that's heartless, heartless. And then, motherfucking, he sits around at Mar-a-Lago eating steaks and freaking langostino or whatever. Hey, Levenciaga, say hi. All right, I said hi. So I don't know how MAGA people feel about it, but we're at war with Venezuela, a country who really has no military. All they have are people to control their own people. As far as a major Navy or Air Force, they do not have. So it's going to be impossible for them to defend themselves against any further major American aggression. But hey, Cristobal, hey, you guys, I feel for you over there. Okay, but Cristobal, if you're a fucking drug dealer, I'm not down with it. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to stop the drugs from coming out of there. But still, it's not the Americans' job to control how Venezuela deals with the drug dealers over there. And that way, uh, the way that Trump is doing it with this bombing of boats and bombing of on land now in Venezuela is the wrong way. That's the wrong way of going about dealing with a situation that can be dealt with through international cooperation and with a lot less unnecessary deaths. The Trump administration has been bombing boats left and right. They say that they know everybody that was on there and everything that was on there, but they do not give any evidence. This is the same situation that we are dealing with in America. The Trump administration says this, they make claims, and they are unfounded claims. And many times when they make a claim, it's straight up bullshit, just like the Minnesota things. They had some Somalians that had a daycare center, and some YouTuber or some guy that was a true social creator go over there and knock on the front door when all of the kids normally come in the side door. Had he gone to the side door, maybe he might have come in. But nevertheless, when they came to answer the door and they saw that this dude is standing there with a team of people with cameras and everything, of course they don't want to let him in. He ain't got no kids. I mean, look, they have school shootings in America almost every other day, all right? So why is it that this YouTuber or whoever he was expects that the door is going to be open just so anybody can walk in? They stopped that shit. Hey, remember Sandy Hook? Hello, fucking shit. Nobody in school feels safe anymore. Nobody in schools feels safe anymore. Our kids are dying in the schools, and that's why schools are now locked. That's why the doors are locked. So the guy that went over there and tried to do all this um, expose or whatever, yes, he got proved. It got proved bullshit. So, but as far as Venezuela, this is what MAGA was against, and now Donald Trump has let them down because now we are going to be in a complicated situation with someone who was more or less an ally before, now just, uh, yeah, pretty much without any major friends over there, but they have a major oil reserves over there. And that's possibly Trump's goal. He's already stolen two freaking freighters full of oil from them. And I don't understand why he seems to think that he thinks it's okay just to go steal an oil freighter and that he can get away with that. For me, that's piracy. That's piracy. I'm saying I don't care if they're sanctioned or not. I mean, saying you just can't go steal a tanker full of oil and say, oh, well, you weren't supposed to be sending it around anywhere. So, okay, so, but now they're attacking Caracas. They are going to be doing some other stuff. I don't know if he's going to be putting boots on the ground, but I'm very, very sad for the people in Venezuela that are having to deal with the effects of this situation. My heart goes out to all the free and free and non-drug dealing Venezuelan over there. Tim Collins, you can forget it. You guys who say yay Trump, you are either grifting uh, off of his website or whatever. Maybe he's doing something for you, but he's not doing something for the majority of Americans. The majority of Americans are having to pay out the ass for groceries. The majority of Americans are being put in situations where their children are being um, aggravated at school because ICE is sitting in front of the schools, and I don't see how you can accept that he has drawn the U.S. into a war with Venezuela over some drugs. Okay, um, it is not it is not the role of America to be the police for the world. That's what MAGA said. That's what MAGA says. That is not the role of America to be the policeman of the world. But now Donald Trump has chosen to attack Venezuela without being attacked. He is also choosing to threaten Iran that if they kill any of their citizens that are protesting over there, that we're going to be coming. Um, Donald Trump seems to be under the impression that if he draws America into a war, that there will not be any more elections. And that, I believe, Grüße aus Deutschland. Ich grüße dich auch aus Deutschland, Renee. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hey, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. So, Tim, Biden didn't draw us into any wars. He did a couple of strikes here and there where he thought it might have been necessary, but yeah, that's about it. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Republican. Hey, how's that? Okay, so, but nevertheless, I'm a Republican who respects the law and respects the Constitution, all right? Hey, thanks, Renee. I love you, man. Keep it up. Hey, I'm going to do another podcast hier in the future auf Deutsch. Ihr macht eine auf Deutsch in die Zukunft hier gleich. Ne? So, ich sitze hier in Rostock, Germany und mache dieses Podcast. Okay, so just so you guys know, I spoke a little bit of German there because I'm sitting in Germany. That's why I have the German flag integrated into this design, because everything that happens in America affects us here in Europe as well. I've been sitting here for 15 years because I have a kid here, and yeah, I'm raising my son here because it's a little bit easier. The insurance system is a lot better here, and yeah, they got nude beaches also. So I mean, where I'm at anyway. Um, but the fact is, in Venezuela, that country is doing really, really bad. The Maduro administration has been stealing the money from the oil um, proceeds. And yeah, I'm going to say that probably it's pretty corrupt over there. I mean, I've never been to Venezuela, but like I said, I have two very good friends of mine, Luciana and Hector. They live in Venezuela and they have three kids and they have a thriving business. Luciana is a dental assistant or works as a dentist. She's really, really good. You know what I'm saying? She's obviously doing good. And Hector has got a business also there. He's doing really, really good. So I don't understand why the Trump administration is not working to get. No, I don't speak Dutch. I do not speak Dutch, but that's where I'm going to be moving when I get older. I'm going to be moving to Amsterdam when I get older, when I retire, and that's not going to be long. So anyway, I don't know how many Americans are accepting of what Trump is doing today. I mean, he is bombing Caracas. Caracas is not where the drugs are at. The drugs would be outside of Caracas in the forest areas where they change it up a little bit and they deal with certain chemicals and stuff, and that's where the cocaine is actually processed. See? So it's just like Colombia, where I was in the 80s. Now some of that activity goes on in Venezuela. Yeah. And so for the Trump administration to go bomb Caracas, I mean, the only thing he can be doing there is trying to bomb friggin' Maduro or maybe some of his I don't know what he's bombing in Caracas, but still, it can't be anything of drug dealing nature. It can only be possibly government or military facilities. And I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like it's something that the MAGA universe is going to be willing to accept. And I'm looking forward to the whole conversation that comes from the MAGAverse to see how willing they are to accept this crap. So, but there you have it. The Trump administration is attacking a foreign nation without any cause, just straight up bombing Venezuela for no reason. And I am not going to sit here and try to soft play it at all. I'm saying it is not. He's bombing Caracas. That's what it says right here. I'm sitting here watching it. It is live. And the thing is, if you see areas in your city that are being bombed, then you know that you need to get somewhere and you need to contact somebody. And I don't know about you, but Venezuela ain't got no military. So why is he bombing them? I mean, he could just walk in there with a whole bunch of people if you want to do that. The Trump administration is out of control. I'm going to cut it off for now, and I will be coming back in a couple hours after I get a little bit more information. I just wanted to put that information out there. It is happening right now that the U.S. administration has allowed the military, our military, to attack Venezuela. They are striking in Caracas. That is the capital of Venezuela. And I will tell you, it is not a pretty picture. I hope to find out some more information, and I will be getting back to you guys at a later time today. I thank everybody that watches. Hey, subscribe. I'll try to keep you up to date. Communicate with me, write me, send me an email, whatever. I answer all comments, and I look forward to your communication, and I'll be back later. This is Matt Fox. I am in Rostock, Germany. Und ich bedanke mich für Leute, das sind hier in Deutschland, gucken auf, was ich hier sage. Vielleicht einige können ein bisschen Englisch verstehen. Und wenn das ist so, ich bedanke mich dafür. Und ja, ich hoffe, dass die Situation in Venezuela würde schnell yeah, Venezuela has an army. Yeah, but yeah, not much of an army. Yeah, and older weapons too. Ja, ich bedanke mich für die Leute, die haben zugeguckt und mache später noch eine, wenn ich ein bisschen mehr Informationen habe. Ich danke euch and thanks again for you guys who were paying attention today and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything and I will love you and see you later on today.